Hey there, fellow Factorians. Onerous here with another episode of Seablock, and it's been a week. Didn't output a video last week. Had some computer problems. It was memory related. All good. Back up and running. Back up and running just in time for Valheim too. If you haven't checked out Valheim, the Viking survival crafting, not much survival, lots of crafting, great fun, nice and easy. I recommend you check that out. I won't be doing any videos on the channel. Not the kind of thing I want on the channel. I don't think it's particularly YouTube friendly. It's pretty slow going, pretty calming. And speaking of that too, I think I'm going to can the Dyson Sphere project. I never remember what it is. Dyson Sphere project. The DSP series. I'm going to can that one. There's lots of other YouTubers doing a way better job than I am covering that one at the moment. It's the hot thing, and look, I just don't have the time to focus and be able to put out episodes for that as well as this. And we'll try and get focus on getting 2 to 3 episodes of Seablock out every week. That is my aim. We'll keep this going. We're going to get to that rocket launch, and then after that, we'll assess what we want to do then. If you are really keen on seeing more DSP, do let me know in the comments below. That would be wonderful. And the last bit of news, as you'll see around me, I'm kind of green screening. It's not perfect. You can see there's kind of a little bit of fuzziness around here, but look, I don't know. It's a new toy that I'm mucking around with, and we'll see how it goes. There's a bit more screen down here for you to check out. Anyway, we are standing here because, if I recall correctly, we were going for yellow science. And somehow this is required for yellow science. Sodium perchlorate. Oh yeah, here we go. Sodium perchlorate is used to make lithium perchlorate, which is used to make lithium-ion batteries. All right. So we need we have that, don't we? We have. Okay, let's just take stock here. We have a whole bunch of lithium salt. Now I'm pressing tab to get rid of the crafting menu because that's what it is in Valheim. Yes, I have been doing a little bit of Valheim. We have a bunch of lithium cobalt oxide, and that is still just fed randomly from some cobalt oxide. We might want to pop that with a little bit more just to keep that one going. Now we should have a box of that somewhere over here. We don't have a whole lot. Of course. I mean, it's been a week, but the game hasn't been running for that long. So that's obviously what we had going as we kicked off last time. Let's pop it in there. Keep it. I think I did that the wrong way around, didn't I? There we go. All right. So capacitor bank, lithium batteries. Okay. That's our lithium cobalt oxide. We know how to make carbon. We'll set that up easy. Plastic is where? We had some algae production of plastic over here. This is it, isn't it? Yes. Okay. We have plastic on the bus, and it looks like it's doing nothing at the moment. We'll quickly use all that up, won't we? Why are we not? Let's just see what we're actually using here. I mean, we've got 90k of that. Like, why wouldn't we fill that up? This is using mineralized water. Maybe that's why. All right. Let's stick with. We'll do that. That makes me feel a little bit better. All right, so back on the cap bank, we are chasing the lithium perchlorate. All right, so for that we need some of the lithium salt and the sodium perchlorate, which we don't have the sodium perchlorate. We need to set up. Aha! Here we go. We need to set up some blue metal catalysts and some purified water. Our good old friend purified water. Okay, we have some purified water already being produced. We don't actually have that going in a tank. That seems like a problem, doesn't it? Let's get a regular old storage tank and chuck it in there. There we go. So now we have some purified water up and running. And this is just coming from saltwater water. This is just coming from water. Okay, yeah, this keeps going from water. Okay, so our salt water comes in here and it's burning off, and we're burning off purified water. Really? That filled up very quickly, didn't it? All right. But I think we're keeping up. I think we're keeping up. That's good. So, blue metal catalysts. Blue metal catalysts. That's the only difficult part of this. All right. So let's pop in one of these, and then we'll need to make some blue metal catalysts. All right. And we need to set up a tricksy little, not tricksy, but we need to set something up. Where are we? Chemicals, chemicals. There it is. No, that's not it. This one, sodium perchlorate. That looks like it. Sodium perchlorate, those are the things. And then you, my friend, are making, you're making blue metal catalysts. Actually, this is maybe? I'm not sure if it's done in here. Whether it's done in an assembler. It looks like it's done in an assembler. Okay. Do we have any blues? We have, that's not the right blue. That's the right blue. There we go. All right. So you, there we go. Blue metal catalysts. We'll get you just making some catalysts to begin with. Some frames. Why are we doing that? We should be handcrafting frames. Come on, come on. Power would be turning in his grave. No, he's still living. He's still living. He or she. Let's get some catalyst frames. There we go. All right. Let's go grab some more iron ore. Oh, you know what? Speaking of power, I totally forgot what I was going to do off camera was put down some chests with all the useful things. All the useful things. So we'll do that. We'll do that. Okay, let's put a couple of chests here. Let's get rid of everything in our inventory. All right, we'll grab a few catalysts as well because, you know, might as well. And what we're going to do is we're going to grab all the stuff we keep running back over here to grab, and we're going to put them over there. That was a great idea of Powers to stop a lot of this back and forward. All right, so we'll grab, let's just say 3 of them. Not that one, this one. Probably a few more of them. We might as well grab all of them. And we need some of these. Let's grab half of them. And then this stuff is fine. We just want to grab, what do we got here? Invar plate. Yep, grab all of that. We'll grab all of that. We'll grab all of that. Bronze and brass. Cobalt steel, I mean, we'll grab it. We don't need it. And that's the stuff that we're constantly coming over here. Look at this copper and iron just going to waste. At some point we're going to go back. We are going to try and clean up the base and make it a little bit better. But right now we're just focusing on getting our science up and running. All right, and I went past there they are. I went past these, which I need because I need those. Okay. I think what we'll do is we'll pop it in this little spot here. I think this is reasonably central to where we are doing things. Everything in there. That's good. Everything in there. Alright, I am going to reshuffle this. Let's get all these metals out and put these metals in here. Alright, so we got our metals and our bricks. Perfect. Alright, get rid of that one. What is that? Look at that odd collection of stuff that I dumped a long time ago. Gosh. Oh, I've got solar panels. Wow. The things we find. Okay. We'll dig all that back up, and now let's go over here, and I should be making more catalysts. That's going to be, oh, hang on, whoa. Cancel all. That's a lot of catalysts. Yeah, they, catalyst carriers, because they make 10 each craft. All right. There we go, and apparently we already had titanium and copper. Okay. So this uses up our cobalt ore and titanium ore, so that's what we'll need to supply in here. It supplies that, and then we need to send the frames back. And this is where it gets a little bit tricky, because we need to make sure that we have room to send the frames back, and then that it has the 10 frames that I need. So We definitely don't need 200. I think even that much is too much. Let's just try this up and see how we go. Then we need the purified water to come in. Yep, there, and ooh, this is a little bit less ideal. What if I went up there? Something like that. There we go. We are going to have to dodge that. No, we're not. There we go. Alright. What am I thinking? There we go. And so close. We'll go down one. Save a little bit of pipe. Not that we really need to be worrying about that. And speaking of saving pipe, we should really do that, because we can just walk through that anyway. There we go. Alright, you go in there. And of course, let's get you boxed out like that. Alright. So it looks like we could... Looks like we could just put in a few more blue metal catalysts. Let's just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then just make sure that it evens out. And actually our problem is we don't have enough sodium perchlorate going in, but that's getting made very slowly, so this is fine. Okay, that is all up and running. So once we have that, now we need our salt and hydrogen gas. Now we are producing salt over here, aren't we? So that's sodium hydroxide we're producing over here. We're not producing salt. Okay, where are we producing salt? I honestly have absolutely no idea where our salt production is. I mean, it'd be a byproduct of something. I definitely need a few more. Alright, let's get some steel chests going. Alright. Again, I just want to ditch a bunch of stuff. And we'll go see if we can find some salt somewhere. Now, it'll be in one of these like water purification kind of outputs. What's this? Sodium hydroxide again. Alright, somewhere in here. Is there any salt in this one? That's sodium hydroxide again. That's sodium nitrate. What about up here? Don't tell me we're not making salt. I know now, I've got a recollection of us doing some salt down here that was feeding into one of the farms. Feeding into a farm. Whew, man. This here? This here. No, that's limestone, isn't it? That's sand. Sorry, that is what I was thinking of, sand. Alright, it looks like we may need to make some salt. How do we do that? Let's have a look. Alright. Just regular old salt. This will probably tell us where we can get it from in our factory too. It is a... well, that's exactly the wrong setup, isn't it? Lithium... Oh, I was reading this totally around backwards, wasn't I? Hang on, okay, yeah, we're making that already, we've got that. I'm terribly sorry, my mind's not in the Factorio mode yet. It's been too long a break. It's actually a byproduct that we want to get rid of. It is a byproduct that we want to get rid of when we are setting this up. Alright. So let's do that. You, my friend, are going to be making not lithium batteries, perchlorate. Nope. Alright, we're what's it called? Perchlorate, lithium perchlorate. Yes, that is definitely it. Is that not made here? Maybe it's made in an assembler. Alright, let's check that out. Perchlorate? Nope. Sometimes these names get a little bit funky. Does it show where it's made here? Oh, here we go. An electrolyzer. Very good. Very good. Do we have any of those on us? No, we don't. Apparently I've got some silver plate on me though, which is always handy. Let's make the best electrolyzer we can. No, let's make the second best electrolyzer we can. Again, the speeds of these are not going to be fantastic, so I think we'll be alright. Alright. Let's do something like that. Get you outputting over there. That'll be oodles. Oodles and oodles. We've got a hydro plant. That'll come in handy. Alright. It's big. It's a big sucker. We are going to need to get rid of some salt. That's right. And there it is. Lithium perchlorate. We actually are outputting hydrogen, which is being used in this situation over here. Yeah, okay. I'm just a little worried about having too much. We'll have to set up a burn for that one. All right, something over there. Not sure why I put it so far away. I'll just do it there. All right. And like that. And then the output of salt will need to go on a filtered one. What are we outputting here? 1 salt every 1 second. With a crafting speed of 1.5. Yeah, one of our basic filters will be sufficient. Alright, you are filtering for salt. There we go. Alright, I'm sure we'll find a use for that at some point in the future. And then what do we need? We just need 1 of those a second as well, so this will be fine. Alright, there we go. And then lithium salt can go out there. Should actually do one of those just to make sure it's only the perchlorate. There it is. Hitting the tab again. Look at me go. And that is it. And that is the salt. Alright. So this setup is complete. We now have too much hydrogen, as I thought was going to be the case. We will need to burn that off. Vent? No, what is it? Furnace? Oh gosh, now I can't even remember what it's called. Blast something? Stack? Oh man, gosh, this is... There it is, flare stack, of course. Ah, the mind. It's getting slower and slower. And then an overflow valve to get that correctly in like that. Alright. Overflow valve going that way. There we go. And that'll keep this flowing. If this backs up, it's because yeah, no, that's fine. We don't need to overflow that because we don't need to produce hydrogen for use over here. This is just getting rid of hydrogen. Yep, perfect. Okay. How's our usage of sodium hydroxide? Might be a problem, might not be. Alright, now we have this. We can use this with some of that and some carbon and some plastic. Alright, we'll need to make some carbon here, which will require some charcoal, which is a little annoying, but is that the only way to make carbon? I can't remember. Yeah, it's just charcoal. Just charcoal. This 2 to 3, 2 to 3. This doesn't actually increase the efficiency of our charcoal use, so I'm not even going to bother with that. We'll just do the basic steam setup that we've done elsewhere, like over here. Yeah, this arrangement. What do we got here? A boiler. Electric boiler is probably a better option for us because we don't want to use up any more charcoal down here. Alright. Boilers. Fluid burning. Where is the electric boiler? It's obviously not in that one. It's in that one. There we go. Alright. 1 electric boiler. Let's actually see where we make this, by the way. It is in a chem plant. Yep. Alright, how many chem plants do we have? We have enough. So you, my friend, are making batteries. Batteries? There we go. Batteries. That, and that. Alright, we're going to need to bring down some... We're going to need to bring some plastic across, actually. Where is our plastic? There. How are we going to do this over to here? We're not bringing iron down anymore, so maybe we'll use it on that line. Yeah, that'll work, won't it? Seems like it will. Down to this one. And let's see if we can get this all the way across. Of course we can, except we're out of undergrounds. Alright. It's been a long time since I've needed to get some belt stuff. I wonder if we've still got production going. Undergrounds? Not really, not really. What are you missing? Just regular belts? You're missing iron. Everyone's missing iron, alright. Let's just grab all those belts and then we'll go grab a bunch of iron from the unused iron section over here. Look at that, we were just talking about what a waste it was. There we go, 3,000 iron, and we'll use that all for our belts. All for our belts. Alright, now where is the box? This is the box. That is one of the boxes. And what about you? Do you need some iron? Probably do. Making those. You also need iron? No, you've got a little bit of iron. You guys are other reasons, so let's put the rest of the iron in there. Alright. I do have some reason, some tin and some lead plate. Lead plate is needed where? Yeah. Alright, there we go. Might as well use it while we're in the area. I've got some bricks still and a bunch of copper plate. Yeah, we'll ditch it all. We'll ditch it all. I didn't drop off. I'm sure someone's yelling at me that I didn't drop off the brass and bronze in our new drop-off zone. So let's do that. No, apparently I did. It just didn't all go in. Alright, whatever. There's my tabbing again. Alright. So, batteries. We will need that to come there. And then we can come back over here. And redo this. I still haven't upgraded to 1.1 yet, so that's why I'm having to manually drag these belts. And they don't automatically underground, which is the 1.1 feature that I'm really looking forward to using one day. But yeah, the time to upgrade this, just not there. What we could do here, in fact, is be a little bit sneaky, and we can bring some carbon. Well, at least some charcoal. At least some charcoal down. Whoops, missed it. All right, there we go. Some charcoal down here. I think we're at the point where I'm not so worried about the beautiful little trails making their mark. We'll do that. And we'll do that. Okay. So this charcoal needs to get turned into carbon. In one of these, what we could do is you go in there, get you going up here like that, and then we'll have this guy. Oops. Actually, we'll have this guy up here, and we'll have a filter on the left for charcoal. Charcoal. It's not called charcoal. Apparently, coal. No, it's definitely not called coal. It must be in that petrochem section, surely. Output, petrochem. No. Okay, let's pick some up and just double check what it's called. Charcoal. Now, gosh, this just shows how long it is since I played this. We haven't updated. There it is. Charcoal. Can I not filter for that? Petrochem refining. Charcoal. Filter. No option for charcoal. Okay, well, I guess we're just not filtering out the charcoal. That seems really odd. If someone knows the reason for that one, by all means, do let me know. There we go. So we have everything except for carbon. Carbon will need that, which will be making carbon from the steam that we will be producing from our electric turbine in and out. Out goes that way. Yeah, we'll do that. Let's give it a little bit of space in case we want to have that. We need a offshore pump, not just a regular pump. Water. No, not water. Gosh, I can't believe it's only been a week and I've already forgotten where all the things are. There it is. Offshore pump. I am out of iron because we used all our iron over for our belts. It's okay. We've got a stack of it here. That was not the button I wanted to press. There we go. There we go. It's all I blame. I blame the Valheim. It's taken my focus. Let's go with our pump. There we go. Just hook that up like that. We'll need some power over here. How are we doing for power, by the way? Yeah, we're okay. Again, our factory is like hardly working, so it's got that. Why? What's your problem, buddy? There's that recipe. Make steam, please. Make the steam. Make the steam. There we go. No, hang on. Oh, I should have used the clean function. Now, if I do that, do we take some off this belt? What is going on with this charcoal? What is going on with this charcoal? Something has changed. Alright. Something has changed. No, it's not. I know exactly what the problem is. And I'm sure you're all aware of it too. We, and by we I mean me, I clicked on the filtered inserters and just did the Q to drop that, and that was a filtered inserter. We needed regular inserters. There we go. And we need an out. Okay. We're up and running now. Let's double check if we take that out. Yeah, immediately starts up and running. Drop all the stuff in there we need, and let's get a battery. We've got the other stuff happening over there, so we'll get a battery over there. All right. We moved up to steel boxes. It's great. You're going to pick up from down there. You only put out batteries? You do only put out batteries. That's wonderful. Okay. Don't tab. All right. We are at 30 minutes. Well, there we go. Before we finish, let's make sure that this is going to be operational. It's actually not. Oh, look at that. Look at that. All right. We were talking about filtered inserters before. We need to filter this one to only output sodium chlorate. No, sodium perchlorate. There we go. Again, no doubt someone picked that up already, but some of us aren't as quick. Okay, you do that. Let's take you there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, something like that. Should be fine. Catalysts going. Those are going. Alright, so we need to grab some cobalt ore and some titanium ore. We've got heaps of inventory space. We should be able to grab whatever's available. I don't know how much cobalt will be in action, because as you can see, this is pretty slow going. Yeah, I think we're okay for cobalt. Alright, what about titanium? How's our titanium ore looking? Not too bad either. Alright. That should keep this process going, certainly long enough to get the 1,000 that we need. That and that there. Alright, because each one of these is 10. Yeah, so 1 cobalt ore, 1 titanium is 10 catalysts. Easy. Easy peasy. You're operating at as fast as you can because we're limited by this, which is limited by this, which is limited by this, which we could just speed up with a bit more of this. No, you're limited by salt water. And our salt water is coming from over here. We're actually... we might actually need a saltwater setup. That's a salination plant. Saline water at a salination plant. I'm just going to do this as a overflow. But then we're doing that. Interesting. How are we going to handle this? Let's do old-fashioned. All right. We can't build a salination plant because we don't have brass or bronze, one of those, which we do have here, the light-colored one, and we can make one of them. I'm going to make another one of them, and then we're going to make a storage tank, and we've got pumps, we've got wires. All right, we're okay. No, let's make sure we've got the right one. Let's make this a bit bigger, and something like this. All right, so if we set up a salination plant here, yep, right like this, and then we have a pump, we have a tank here. No, a tank, I don't know. Honestly, this is the least important thing, where we're going to have the tank. But I'm going to put the tank there, and then we'll have our pump going up here. Alright. And then that hooks up like that. And this is making saline water from regular water. In fact, I don't even need another one. No, hang on. This uses... Just got to remember, this uses a lot of water, doesn't it? 1k every 500 seconds, but this is using 150 a second. That's 300, 450 a second. That's 800 a second left over, roughly. And this is using 200 a second. Yeah, actually, we don't need another pump. All right. Pumps are good. We do that. Now, this is making the water, and then we just need to get over to there and say if saline water is less than I don't know, 5,000, start making some saline water, and that should help us out, because this is like almost 100 a second with crime speed of 1. That should keep us going a little better in this situation over here. Yes, and yes. Okay, so those guys are fully operational. We're fully operational. We've got batteries coming out the wazoo, 286, and we're out of time. That is perfect. Whew. All right, we now have well, we've got some of these. Where are they getting output to? They're getting output to here. What are we missing? We're missing blue circuits. All right. I'm going to grab all the blue circuits, and you're all going in there. Is that the smartest thing? Let's take 200 out. Might want to make something with those at some point. We've got 37 of them. We need 1,000 or something. Our output of this is not going at all. Why? Oh no, here we go. This is the thing. Okay, we've got a few hundred of them. Things have stopped because we've got no cobalt steel plate. What did we do to kill that? What did we do to kill the cobalt steel plate? We built this thing. There's cobalt coming in. There's that. There's no steel ingots. Aha! We manually set up steel ingots. Man, what a silly thing that was, wasn't it? Let's see if I was smart enough to set up steel ingot production here. Definitely not. Definitely not smart enough. All right, let's get a box. Let's get a box here, and then we'll do that. You'll drop off there though, but I want to make this smart enough to say don't just run all the time. All right, let's connect that. So if the steel is, I don't know, less than 2,000, if our steel plate is less than 2,000, then start pumping it into there, and we've still got this direct coming in there, so this is just going to split it. Yeah, that'll be good. All right, I'm happy with that. And we'll have some steel ingots happening there. Let's run back over here. I've probably got steel ingots being produced over here though, which is a little bit further away. There we go. All right, 2,000 of them. Lovely. All right, let's run this all the way back over, and then we're going to call it. Because it was 30 minutes, and then all of a sudden we're at what? We're now at 35 minutes. Terribly sorry. These things are very difficult to finish. There's always just one little bit extra to do, and in this case it's an important one. We want to get that cobalt operational. Here, this one here, have some steel, and you're away. All right, back up and running, guys, back up and running. So next episode we need to get the capacitors made. I think there's one other thing that's going to trip us up next episode, but fingers crossed we'll make it happen. Then we just got to bring everything together for the yellow science. How are we going for other sciences, by the way? Purple science, you know what I should be doing? I should be doing that, by the way. There we go. And you really need to offset over that side. It doesn't matter, does it? It does not matter. No. All right. So let's pop you in there. Let's get a bit of a backup. A backlog. This is definitely a problem for next week. Next episode. I'll definitely be recording one more episode after this, and hopefully midway through the week I'll get another one. All right. But if I just keep playing around, we're never going to get there. So, as always, massive thanks to my wonderful patrons, and we will continue on having some amazing times. If you want to join, by all means, links down below. But I will catch you next episode.